Good morning and welcome to the Franchise Minute. I am Anna Wilds, the franchise economist. Today we have Josh York, the founder of GYMGUYZ. Welcome, Josh. Thank you for being here.
Oh, Anna, thank you so much for having me here. I am so excited right now to be having this conversation together.
All right. Well, I am too. Let's do this. Start us off and share with the audience a bit about how you came to even found a fitness franchise.
Absolutely. So I've always been into fitness as a young kid. Always. I've always loved helping people, always loved being in shape. And I thought it'd be really cool, like to be a personal trainer. You get to hang out with people, get them results. It's kind of like you're having like a friend session and you just do it all day long. And I was like, I love it. It's great. But as I, continue to do it for years and years, I started saying to myself, like, it's not scalable. You can't make money when you're sleeping. And, I was getting guided and directed by people who, you know, honestly, I would never even want to live like. I don't know why I was taking their advice, but I listened to I was making about $200,000 a year as a personal trainer at the age of 16, 17 years old. No joke. That's true. I gave it up.
Wow.
I gave it up, all of it, to take a job for $35,000 at a marketing firm. Is that crazy? I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway.
Wow. What did your parents have to say about that?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't have really good parents, so I was, I've had to learn a lot of things on my own. But I literally went to this marketing job, and I'll never forget the first day walking in. I was around probably the most negative people I've ever met in my life, and I always like to tell people, I don't have bad days. I have great days, and I have good days. I'm a positive person, so
Right.
I'm around all these negative people, and I started doing research, and the research is nuts. 90% of people drive to work every day committing spiritual suicide. They're miserable, they're unhappy. Do you realize almost half of the population's on anti-anxiety medicine? It's like 44%. It's a crazy number. And I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. I got to go back into fitness. Every no gets me closer to a yes. I'll figure it out. I had to build up my clientele again. One woman at the time I used to work out with, she said to me one day, Josh, I wish you can come to my house. I just don't have any equipment. I was like, wow, this is like such a simple idea.
Ding, 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 ding. Light bulb goes off.
Yep. No one's ever professionalized it. I'm going to do it. I came up with the name GYMGUYZ. Get you motivated. Goals uniquely yours. Zero excuses. Got a van, stocked it with all the necessary equipment. 365 pieces to be exact. Break it down one for each day of the year. Provide our 3 C's: convenient, customized, and creative workouts. Service clients anywhere from their home, office, pool, park, place of worship, hospitals, senior homes, assisted living facilities, corporations, you name it. We bring the workout to you. GYMGUYZ was born, and we've been franchising now 10 years. We are the largest in-home and on-site personal training company in the world. We service thousands of cities, 3 countries, 30 states, thousands of trainers. It's crazy what we've done, and we're taking over the world. We opened up 265 cities last year. We will triple, if not more than that, this year, and it's really great. It's really great.
Well, thank you, Josh. Well, you sort of answered my next question, but I want to put it to you again. So, how has GYMGUYZ disrupted the franchise industry?
It's funny. So you got a lot of great businesses out there. And I'm not just saying this because I'm obviously, the founder and CEO, but like not many businesses have repeat business, right? We have recurring revenue, which is key. I call it aggressive recurring revenue because clients are training or stretching 2 to 7 days a week. Businesses are using our services literally 7, 8 hours a day, 5, 6 days a week. But what I call disrupting, we created a new category. We started something from nothing. Never existed. There was no demand for it. You had like a single trainer, or female or male, going to someone's house. No one's ever actually professionalized the service, created the operational procedures, all the systems to scale, the POS, the CRM, and literally the technology to be able to really scale this. And we've done it. And I know a lot of people. I always call what we do the hockey stick effect. I'm a big hockey player, by the way. I love hockey. I play hockey every week, ice hockey. But everyone else kind of took off like this, right? Now, creating a new category, there's lots that you had to figure it out. And all of a sudden, I just went like that, just like a hockey stick, because you got to have patience and things take time. But that's how we're disrupting the industry, and it's super exciting.
So basically, what GYMGUYZ does is fitness comes to you. And as you said, no excuses, none.
Zero excuses.
I love that. All right, Josh, what is the role of a franchisee? What's the role of the owner? How is he or she spending their time? And what are they doing?
Yep. So what I always like to say, we take good leaders and we make them great. And we do that through our incredible training program. But you need the raw tools. You need to be driven, persistent, motivated. You got to have a growth mindset. You got to be resilient, and you got to be smart. And I don't mean book smart. I mean working smarter, not harder. You have to follow the system, but you got to inspect what you expect. You got to be a good leader. You got to lead your team. You got to lead by example, and you got to get out there and connect with people. And let me tell you something. Some things you're going to do, most of the things you're going to do in the beginning, you might be very uncomfortable. Let me tell you something. Nothing great happens in a comfortable state. You need to literally just dig deep and just push through that discomfort, because the more uncomfortable you are, the more comfortable you become. But as you start doing that, and as you start growing your business, you start building relationships. As I like to say, the more hands you shake, the more money you make. You got to get out there.
I love that.
Build the community, build those relationships, and literally every single person should be blasted in their face and see Gym Guys every single day. And if you do that, you create that omnipresence, you're going to be running a great business and you're going to be helping a lot of people.
Sounds like an amazing business. And Josh, what kind of background do you look for someone to be a great franchisee with Gym Guys?
So people would think you need fitness background. You don't need fitness background. Actually, literally 99% of our people have zero fitness background. Some people have actually come into the business model to use it as a driver to also lose weight, and they've never even been into fitness and they've lost weight. But what do you need? You need those raw tools I talked about. That's the only thing you need. You need the will to win. You need to never quit, never tap out. Everything passes. If you believe it, you can achieve it. That's what you need to win. It doesn't matter what your background is. You got to want it. If you don't want it, it's not going to work. It's very simple. I could put two burger franchises across the street from me, same brand, right across the street. One's going to crush the other. You know why? Because of the operator. That's it. It's the operator. You got to be a good operator. You got to follow the system. You got to be driven, and you got to understand the easy way never pays well.
That's an excellent point. The easy pay never pays well. Words to remember. All right. So Josh, what I remember you telling me is that it's all about the mindset. That number one is the single most important thing. So really, if they're willing to learn, follow your systems, and have the drive to succeed no matter what, they'd be a good franchise candidate for you. Is that right?
Absolutely. And honestly, you're just going to be successful in every area of your life. That's it. That's just a fact. Like you have two types of mindsets. You have a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. The fixed mindset is going to take you one place, right into the brick wall. Okay. Yeah. You're never going to go anywhere. You have to have a growth mindset, and you have to have that resilient, component to that mindset, because at the end of the day, look, most people, and you're listening to this, you're like, I don't know. It's scary to go into business. Anything worthwhile is scary. You have to. And if you want to get to the other side and jump over the fence, you got to take action. I always tell people to cut out a little circle, if you like a watch, and put it on the watch and write NOW. The time is always now. You have to be an action taker. The action takers are the money makers.
What was that? Action takers or what?
The action takers are the money makers.
Ooh, I love that. Okay. Well, getting back to people and their backgrounds, can you give some examples of the type of backgrounds of people have had who've become successful franchisees of yours? Maybe give an example of somebody, say, from a corporate background who's come into Gym Guys.
Absolutely. We've had D1 athletes. We've had people who have worked corporate jobs, IT jobs, accounting positions, C-level executive positions, general manager positions. I have a franchise owner who actually used to be a principal of a high school.
You said you had an FBI agent too.
Yes, FBI agent. We have FBI agent. We had a principal of a high school. He's actually an Entrepreneur Magazine right now. He's been in business 8 years, doing over $1 million a year. Now, keep in mind, I know people could say, "Oh, this business does 10 million. This business does 20 million." It doesn't matter how much revenue you do. It matters what you bring to the bottom. So we start here. Mm-hmm. We have a franchise owner who was a president of a high school. Okay. And, he's literally in business now 8 years, unbelievably successful. He's driving not just revenue, he's driving lives. He's changing people. helping people. So your background, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You just have to have those raw tools. That's it. And if you're nervous and scared, like I just said, that's good. There'd be something wrong with you if you weren't. You just got to just jump into it and make it happen.
What is a common misunderstanding that people have about gym guys? I mean, they're preconceived notions we all have to deal with, right?
Yeah.
So,
people think that, you have to be into fitness to be into our business, and that's not true, right? You just got to be a good leader. As I said, you got to have those raw tools, and you got to take action. That's it, and look, it's great. It's great to help people. There's not a better thing in the world. And when you're doing that and you're making a living, that's pretty special.
It is, Josh. Now, as a franchisee, is there only option to be an owner operator and this be a full-time commitment?
You could do it semi-absentee, but someone's got to have skin in the game. But let me be very clear. I don't care what business you go into. You're never going to get a full-time result with a part-time effort.
I agree with that.
You have to put the work in the beginning, and then you become like me or some of our other franchise owners. I don't run the business at all anymore. I have a GM, but you got to inspect what you expect. You just can't imagine and think like, if you think someone's going to come and you're going to hire someone and they're going to care about the business like you are, not going to happen. Someone's got to have skin in the game. You give someone equity, you hire the right person, totally different, right? Because now it's theirs and they care about it. So that's very important. But can it be done? Yes. Passively? No, not for a while.
Right. That makes sense. But someone can someone hire someone from day one to be the general manager?
Yes.
Can someone keep their day job?
They can, but the people who are successful that are doing that, those people have skin in the game, and they're still putting in 20 to 25 hours a week inspecting what they expect. We have all the technology and systems to understand the data, make sure buckets are cleaned out, calls are happening, actions being taken place. So we have all the systems to monitor that, but you still got to be very involved.
And would that primarily be, like you said, what did you say? Shaking hands makes money. What was that? The more hands you shake, the more money you make.
That's it, Anna. You got it.
All right. So that's what the part-time owner would be doing: networking in the community, establishing relationships, and of course, managing their team, leading their team, running the business by the numbers as well.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, Josh, if there was one thing you wanted my audience to take with them about GYMGUYZ, what would that be?
It's great to make a living. It's much better to make a difference. And, I could sit here for hours telling you stories of the people we help and the lives we change. Recently, I got a call from a mother. We work with a lot of autistic children, and what we do with kids is incredible. This one girl in particular, she had very, low functioning her jaw function was not very strong, and she used to have to wear a bib, and she would drool a lot because she couldn't control it. After working out with us for almost 6 months, she lost the bib, got rid of it. The mother called us up almost crying pretty much, I'm not gonna lie, put me in tears a little bit and said, "Thank you so much for helping our daughter. You've made all of our lives better." And like, honestly, there's not a better feeling in the world than that. So like, when you can make a living and make a difference, it's very, very powerful.
A great living and a great difference at that.
Yes.
Josh, I actually named this episode "A Pound of Gold."
I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I love that you were on our show. Audience, this is Josh York, the founder of GYMGUYZ, a mobile gym. And Josh, if someone wants to learn more about GYMGUYZ, what do you suggest they do?
Oh my God. First of all, you got to talk to Anna. Anna's been in this business a very long time. She is not only a great human being, and I love talking to her, and we have a great relationship, but she is so knowledgeable, and you got to connect with her so she can obviously help you and talk about business ownership and explain to you how everything works. She's incredible. So Anna, I got to pass it back to you.
Okay. Well, thank you, Josh. I appreciate those kind words, and I love working with you. I've sent quite a number of franchise candidates recently to you because I'm really a believer in the business model, your mission, your systems, your proven business model. I mean, everything. There's everything. I love everything about it. And so when I have a right fit, I'll definitely send them your way.
Thank you.
So thank you for being here. And audience, thank you for being here. I appreciate your attention. I know you've learned a lot about mobile gym franchise and how amazingly successful it can be. And be sure to come back next week, because next week we're going to have a real estate related franchise. Very timely. A lot of people are interested in real estate. So do come back next week. See you next Wednesday at 11:30. I'm Anna Wilds, the franchise economist. See ya.